Welcome back to episode 4 of us getting all 7 healer specs to KSH. My name's LBNinja7, and before we jump into this video, I want to show you where we ended off last week. So this was the IO and the item level across the board for all of our alts. Now notice that Mistweaver did get 2500 last week, so now we don't have to worry about the Mistweaver in this challenge at all. So to start this week, I mean, the doors were wide open. We kind of had to figure out where to go next. So I asked you guys, using a poll, which healer you guys wanted to see me kind of push next. And Resto Druid won that pretty handily. Now, I think that's because people think it's in the worst spot and that I would be in the most pain, and you guys love to watch me suffer, but, you know, that's what I'm here for. So this week, our main focus is going to be to see how high we can push up the Resto Druid while also trying to get a baseline key across the board on some of our alts. However, this week, there was a massive roadblock that made Resto Druid feel even worse, and that was the weekly affix, Devour. I'm sure you guys saw plenty of memes or struggled through this yourselves. If you're watching me, the likelihood of you being a healer yourself is pretty high. This was brutal, and especially on the Resto Druid where you just didn't have enough globals to heal it up. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and kick it off and get into the keys. I'm nervous because like it's kind of like the floodgates just opened and we can go like so many different ways. You know what I mean? So we started off the week on our paladin, just getting like our baseline keys, like I said, across the board. But I just want you to notice just how rough this affix was. And this was my first exposure. So throughout the week, I do get more comfortable healing it, or people get more comfortable dispelling it themselves. But the early days of this week were miserable. Run, mage, run. This is not pretty. This affix is kind of... I didn't think this affix was going to be that bad, but keeps coming at like the wrong moments. Very embarrassing, but it happens, which is unfortunate. Oh. I never thought to do that mechanic like that. It's in good. Oh, what are we doing? We survived that? I was expecting us to die there. I probably shouldn't be AFK. No way we kill this, right? This is probably the sloppiest pull of this boss ever. This is the most pug pull of this boss. I am focused up. We're killing this boss. That is crazy. We do not deserve this kill. Ah, come on, Chris. Why did you have to say something? As you'll see here, we definitely jinxed ourselves with that last statement. I say it as I tab target a web. No, what are you doing? What is the plan there? Okay, we do not heal. Oh my god. What the heck? Ah, get me out of here, please. As you can see, we didn't even time a +2 on the paladin, which is pretty embarrassing, but after this tragic Dawnbreaker, we run it back on the druid where the main grind's going to be for the next few weeks. The timing on you guys choosing druid could honestly not have been worse. This affix as a druid versus as a shaman are night and day. As a druid, I was pretty reliant on my group to take care of some of the affix. That way I could just dispel 1 or 2 people and maybe top up a third in time. But any more than that, and we just did not have enough globals in the 15-second window to apply hots to 2 people and spot heal them, and have enough time for those hots to get enough healing in during that window. This, combined with me still learning the ropes as a druid, kind of led to a lot of failed affixes this week. Hopefully this mage gets some heals from this this convoke. That's like, oh, what? No, DH, not again. Oh, no. 2 bombs there. One of these mages has been really nice with those. Yeah, we did 2 like right at the same time. As you can see, this group didn't really know the mechanics of this dungeon in its entirety. Like, there were so many failed mechanics all throughout, but it kind of came to a head on the final boss when they were failing the bomb mechanic, and then they were pointing fingers at me that they were rotting and dying. This happened multiple times, and it wasn't until we just took a second to explain the mechanic and how to handle it to where, you know, the next pull just went flawlessly, and it ended up being pretty wholesome. Instead of responding with the toxicity and just pointing fingers right back at these guys, It worked out really well, and the mage actually started to stick up for me and kind of ask how they can help with the affix, and it just led to a really wholesome encounter. Oh, okay, this mage is coming. The same mage that's been flaming me is coming to my defense. He's like, hey, other mage, you know you can use the curse dispel. Okay, this group is a lot more chill than I thought they were. At first they were just like, am I ever gonna get any healing? I'm like, okay, calm down, we're fine. More stressful. Yeah, crazy what happens when they do mechanics. Big facts, dude. But it honestly is, let's be real. It's just easier to blame the healer. Sometimes people just need someone to blame. I'm just gonna take some of the blame. I don't want these guys to run away. You know, I could have played that a lot better anyways. Hopefully by now you guys know me well enough to know that whenever I'm met with one of these toxic situations, I know that you can, match that toxicity in two different ways. And I always try to take the more polite route. Even if I know that I'm not in the wrong, I still think people who are toxic, you're not going to change their mind. So if you can just kind of take some of the blame, even if you don't need to make them feel better, and then also kind of sandwich it in with like a compliment, and then more criticism, kind of how to do the mechanic. It really helps because you all five walk away as better players, especially if you think about what you could have done to make it even easier. Even if it's someone else failing a mechanic, I'm sure there's something that you as the healer could have done to make it easier on them so they didn't have to think about that mechanic, for example. So I always try to respond to toxic situations like this, and moments like these can either be what makes you hate pugging or what makes you love pugging. And honestly, this is exactly why I love pugging. But back to the series, we continue on this week and struggling with this affix and struggling through healing in a necrotic wake, and it got pretty close. Get a fatty convoke. Cenarium ward the tank. Refresh these hots that are falling off. Okay, so far, so good. Fixate on me, but yeah, I knew he was going to get hooked before then. Get both these treants to help us out. Come on. Die, boss, die. The stage. No. Oh, that was close. That was close. Can we time this? We got 3 minutes for this final boss. This final boss takes a while to kill. Okay, after this Comet Storm, we'll have plenty of time to convoke. Oh, no we won't, because we're killing it. Nice, we timed it, right? We kept the ball rolling in a stone vault as well. Easy. We slammed that. It was a +3. Look, it's not like a big crazy thing that we did, but we slammed that. We take the small victories, and we got a nice upgrade. But what came next was a Siege of Borealis, and I was already pretty hesitant to go into this place this week with the Dispel affix on top of the final boss Dispel, but that didn't really turn out to be what made this dungeon horrible. The affix alone did that. This was mental shattering. I got actual 0 help throughout this entire dungeon on the affix, and it broke me mentally. I was, for the first time in a long time, kind of getting tilted, but it wasn't until this pool when no one popped the defensive while they stood in melee where I was just like, man, we could have timed this dungeon, and then it just came crumbling apart. Okay, surely these people know if they're going to be standing up there, they need to pop a defensive, because holy. That's why even when I play a ranged healer, like I still like to stand in melee just to take some of the heat off these guys, but oh my goodness. I mean, they just got slapped upside the head. Oh, DH. Oh boy. Just like, okay, there I'm dispel. See, I have to dispel myself for the affix. How does this work? Does it just heal the tentacle? Now 3 people have the debuff. We're gonna flourish and pray. I know, paladin. I know. I know. But affix comes first. Ah! I can't swim! My floaties! Okay, we're good. Oh, this boss with the affix. Who designed this? You're fired. Try to use my dispel. Just gotta be extra careful if it's me. I might die here. It is me. Not today. Oh, paladin, I am so sorry. Okay, they lay on hands themselves. Does the tentacle heal? I mean, look, y'all know I never say anything after a dungeon, but I feel like we have to say something like, guys, y'all have to spec. For the sake of your future healers, you have to spec into your self-cleanse, or like your cleanses. The tank was just stacking on. Oh, how did he die there? Oh, we're losing people here for sure. Like 1,000%. Whoa, jump, jump. I can't swim. Yep. Alright, Tentacle. Take your heal. You win this time. Oh my god. I am clenched in every meaning of the word. Just pre-auding myself first because I'm the squishiest. And because I'm the least lucky person on the planet, but mostly because I'm the squishiest. Let's external this guy. Keep him alive. Please kill it before the affix. There's no way I heal this affix in time. Okay, we're chilling. I feel like for the sake of you guys watching this, if y'all ever get these guys in your group, they need to know. Okay, I'm gonna say it very politely too. You guys have got to take self-dispels this week. That was miserable. LOL. GG though. I wanted to shake things up after this key, so I hopped on one of my alts. And in our next key, we got our Disc Priest key in because you guys wanted to see me suffer. But luckily, Disc Priest kind of handled this affix pretty easily, so it was a nice change of pace. We got our heal absorbs. Okay, healing through these heal absorbs isn't the worst thing ever. But the affix does feel a bit different. Okay, we gotta ramp smoothly here so we can clear the affix too. We started off Friday stream beautifully with a prot paladin tank that thought that his immune was his best defensive, so we had plenty of different wipes where he would immune himself, drop all aggro, and then all of us would die. It was actually a pretty fun time, and we ended up blazing through the dungeon anyways. That could be really cool. Oh yeah, people are dying. It's a big old oopsie on my part. Sorry, team. Sorry, guys. Oh, wait, what? Oh, he bopped himself. Oh, tank. Oh, I couldn't turn the corner in time. He also, I think he had aggro. Oh, the tank bopped himself. Again. Dude. Tank. Look, this tank is saying he's having to immune himself because he has no way otherwise of surviving. But look at what he has up. He has, what is that, Ardent Defender? I don't know the spell names, actually. Maybe I shouldn't even try this. But he has, like, two of his, like, biggest buttons up. He has this thing, too. Which, I know that's, like, a minor thing. But, like, he has so many ways to survive other than killing his own team. That's, like, you never see high-end tanks doing that, you know? Because there are other things they can do. The thing though, I just don't know enough about prop paladin that I don't want to like completely flame the guy, but that definitely doesn't. It sounds like something you should probably never do. Drop all aggro and just watch your team just die because of it, you know? Uh-oh. Don't take the B-res. Oh, he took the B-res. Alright, mage. I'm gonna external the mage. We don't have our life bloom on ourself until the mage feels safe. And then we can go ahead and move it to ourself now. Our mage needs to clear themselves though. They're kind of freaking me out. That's okay. We can just keep hots on them. Okay, now we can just spam the rest of our tree boys. think we're fine. Oh, mage died. Gotta clear your debuff, buddy. Look, I almost just cleared the debuff that I don't have. But no, we're fine. We can't lose the tank here. Gotta crank into the tank. Whew. I've also tried to avoid crafting gear or buying gear off the auction house this whole time, trying to make it a natural growth process with whatever we get from in-vault and vault slot gear. However, on the Paladin, I did make an exception, and I did buy one singular piece, and that was a shield, just so that I can use all of my spells, mainly Shield of the Righteous. It just felt like I was playing an incomplete spec, having a two-handed weapon, so hopefully you guys aren't mad at me, and spoiler alert, this shield has already been replaced, so yeah, hopefully y'all aren't mad about this, but I'm trying to avoid it going forward. We then used this shield in a Mist of Tyrannus Scythe, where we were playing with a shaman that was pretty clearly new to the game and didn't understand how Poison Cleansing Totem worked and how it worked with the affix. I didn't say anything about it all dungeon because I didn't want him to have to run out, swap to a talent, and then come back in. I kind of just suffered through it in silence. But on my quest to make life easier for all healers, I shot him a quick message after the key to explain how good it was for the affix, and then I complimented him on his play to soften my message and not come off as toxic. Almost immediately, this message pays off as I was his next healer, and he helped with the affix a ton. Do I message him, just say like, hey, by the way, like Poison Cleansing Totem's really good this week? I think that's not toxic, right? Hey, I'm gonna say like, hey, GG, exclamation point. By the way, Poison Cleansing Totem drugs off the weekly affix. Your future healers will thank you! Exclamation point. Oh, is this the same? This is the same shaman. This is the same shaman. Let's see. Did they take it? They did! Yes! No. Have you thought about getting an editor? Is it not worth it? It definitely would be worth it, Kooky, but if I'm just being completely honest with you, I don't make a real salary already, so it would probably be worth it at some point, but it's like that alone is an investment, and it's an investment I can't really afford still at the moment. Maybe one day, but we finished off Friday's stream with a shaman key, and guys, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It felt like cheating. It felt like cheating playing keys on the shaman with this affix versus the other healers. I mean, it was just easy mode. However, it was still fun for me and hopefully for you guys, because one of you actually pointed out something very funny about my shaman's UI. Take a look at this clip. Tried to click the Kyrian Steward, I bet? Yeah, probably. One of the three. What, literally, why is it on my bars 3 times? That's actually, like, that's gotta be a meme, right? Over the weekend, I didn't do any dungeons. However, I did kill the Ulduar final boss for time walking to get a free heroic piece across the board on all of my characters. It was pretty nice, but I forgot to record it as I was also marathoning Harry Potter all weekend. I am so sorry. But on Monday, I started to get some IO on my Holy Priest. I don't want to just put it off until Disc is finished like we did last time, and I really do enjoy playing it. We also got raided by a Holy Priest streamer named Earth Krigare, so huge shout out to them for supporting the stream. Using their help and their community's help, we fixed our horrible talent build and slammed some keys and started the Holy IO grind. Alright, we're good. As long as we keep this shaman alive. Okay. Okay, we're chilling. Let's just PI this guy. He said he has his raid build going, which is funny. Like on bosses, he just becomes the perfect PI target, right? Definitely should have PI'd him during the ads, but that's fine. Come on.
Will reduce you to dust.
Woo. That's spicy. Use all of our damage buttons. Just kill her quick. I hate this dungeon when you don't do well on percent, because the walk back after the fact is so long. Like, ridiculously long. And finally, we wrapped up the key securing a vault slot on the Evoker and then a second slot on the Paladin. Healing this dungeon, after you do it for like the 50th time this season, it's so old. I am so tired of this stupid puzzle. Am I alone? I hope I'm not. It's just like, after a while, you're just like, man, can someone else do it? Like, just one other person, please? Easy peasy. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice. And there you have it. I mean, that was a massive week's worth of a grind with probably the worst affix that anyone could ever imagine. I mean, you have to be pretty sadistic to come up with that. It was pretty messed up, and on the druid nonetheless. But let's take a look at where we started the week and then take a look at where we finished it. Yeah, you can see those bars really starting to move now. Each week we've been getting at least one vault slot, and it's been helping our foundation of gear. That number has been slowly inching up to a level where we can start pushing our keys a little bit higher each week, and especially on the druid. We are nearing that 600 item level mark, and I mean, 1689 is very good. We're poised to get the druid done in maybe 1 or 2 weeks from this point, and then hopefully we can start snowballing and have some of these other alts get their IO to a point where we can do the same as well, 1 week after another. But guys, it's starting to heat up. Like, this series, once we start unlocking these alts and getting them away from 0 IO, it really starts to get juicy. I'm having a great time streaming this with you guys. If you want to catch this live and hang out with me while we push these alts, check out my stream at YouTube or at my YouTube channel, or on Twitch, twitch.tv/lbninja7. It's the same name, both platforms. I stream to both platforms. So make sure you're subscribed on YouTube and have that bell notification checked so you know when I go live. Or if you want to watch on Twitch, make sure that you are following. Both are free. Both will just notify you when I go live. So we can hang out together and you can watch me smash some keys and just destroy this challenge. We're getting so close. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. You're already supporting this series more than you already know by making it this far in the video. But if you want to take it the next step, share this with a friend. I mean, videos like this or series like this tend to die out as time goes on, but let's keep it alive. I am putting every waking hour into the series. I'm getting bags under my eyes because I'm just having so much fun. But you know, I would really appreciate it if you would share it with one of your healer buddies or one of your guildies, or post it in your guild. But regardless, thank you so much for watching this point in the video. I want to give a special shout out to the patrons of this channel. Without them, it would not be possible. I would not still be here making videos today. So thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Also, on your way out, make sure and like the video if you liked it. Comment below your favorite part. There were some funny moments in this video. I hope you guys found them funny at least. So comment your favorite one and then subscribe to the channel once again. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care.